Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another ultra rare Class B camper van value from Parkway RV Center. For those of you who are looking for these little vans, I don't have to remind you how hard it is to find these things and how quickly they sell. Because these things, and especially in this under $20,000 price range, are virtually almost impossible to find. Today we're going to look at a 1998 Road Trek 190 Popular. This is a 20-foot long van. Runs and drives great. I just got through driving it, folks. The dash air is ice cold and will keep the entire van comfortable. Tires look almost brand new. This is a good looking van. It's in great shape. It's priced to sell at only $19,900. Built on a Dodge 3500 Ram chassis, so it's a 1-ton chassis. Got the 5.2 liter Magnum V8. Plenty of power, gets up to 15 miles per gallon. You can drive it and park it very easily. It parks in a regular parking space. If you can drive an SUV, you can drive this van without any problem, folks. This is one of the most easiest to drive and used motorhomes on the market today, and the easiest to park, and one of the most fuel efficient ones. Now, folks, these little vans, they get used a lot more than the big motorhomes. So this one's got 134,000 miles. But when you consider it's almost 20 years old, you break it down per year, that's not bad. And it's got a lot of life left to it. The previous owners have obviously kept very, very good care of it. And you'll see more inside. Got a fiberglass roof, so you've got no maintenance there. The striping and finish looks great. Road Trek 190 Popular. Got an awning, got a water heater. Does not have a generator, folks, and be honest with you, I mean, if this thing had a generator, it would be around $25,000 to $30,000, and you wouldn't be seeing this video because it would already be sold if it had a generator. But be honest with you, folks, I've been around these vans for decades now. You really don't need a generator. Reason being, because, you know, going down the road, the batteries are going to keep your lights going. You got an air conditioner in the dash to keep it comfortable. You got heat in the dash to keep it comfortable in here. Refrigerator can run off of LP instead of electric. That's why when you do see these with generators, they have very few hours on them because there's no need to run them. When you get to the campground, you're going to be hooked into shore power, so you're really not going to have an opportunity to use a generator much. And you can always add a portable generator to the back of it, because you've got a hitch, build you a rack or have a rack built for you, put you a little 4,000 watt portable generator back here, or 3,500 watt, a Honda or Yamaha. And the times you do need a generator, you can take it on or off. Not to mention you get better fuel mileage without a generator and less weight. So, you know, I've heard both sides of the coin on these vans. I've had customers who've owned them, and they say they wouldn't have one with a generator. I've had customers that have owned them, said they wouldn't have one without a generator. So it just depends on what you're going to use it for. Now, if you're going to boondock camp, in other words, camp without hookups, you may want to get a generator. However, if you're like most people, you're going to drive it to the campground, you're going to plug into their power, well, a generator would probably not really be worth the extra time and trouble and money to put in this thing. But anyway, folks, let's look inside. You're going to like this layout. And I'm going to tell you, folks, if I had a piece of tape over the odometer and didn't tell you the miles, and you came inside and you looked at the condition of the seats, the condition of the carpet, the upholstery, you would guess this thing had 40, 50,000 miles tops, especially if you drove it, because it drives like it's only got 40 or 50,000 miles. And if I peeled that tape off, you'd be shocked that it had 134,000 miles. But folks, the dash is perfect, windshield's perfect, got navigation, stereo, seats. Look at these. Does this look like 134,000 mile seats? No burn marks, no worn spots, not been smoked in, no pet odors. The air is ice cold, no check engine lights, oil pressure's good. I mean, this is a good van, folks. This thing, You take care of this van, you keep it service maintenance and do any repairs that may arise, this thing will still be on the road 10, 15 years from now if you take care of it, folks. And you look at what these things cost new. They're as much new as a Class A motorhome. I mean, these things are almost $100,000 new. So 19.9, and you still got years and years of life left to it. It's not a bad deal, folks. Looking through it, it has been modified a little bit. What the previous owners have, or one of the previous owners have done, they've took the bathroom out. So it does not have a toilet, does not have a shower. I mean, you've got a sink, refrigerator, but instead it gave you a little bit more room in here. It gave you a bigger bed. They put you've got an actual queen size bed in one of these little vans, which is very rare. You've got a place for a TV up top, and we can add a TV if you want us to. Just tell your salesperson, we'll just add the cost of the TV to the price. If you're like me, and many of you are, you don't give a flip about TVs. If you're out RVing, you're out enjoying the outdoors, not watching TV. Heck, like I tell my wife, I've got a 38-foot motorhome, and I haven't turned the TVs on in the last several years more than 2 or 3 times. If I want to watch TV, I sit at home, watch my 70-inch TV on my Lazy Boy if I want to watch TV. If I'm in the RV, I'm out doing outdoor activities. But anyway, this makes one huge queen-size bed, or you can use it to make 2 twin beds. You've got an overhead vent fan. It's got the padded headliner. It's got a water heater, battery cutoff. Got a microwave, 2-way RV refrigerator, freezer. We're going to take this thing into the shop after purchase. We're going to go through it, check all your major systems. We're going to make sure your fridge works on gas, electric, your microwave. We're going to make sure your propane system, water system works. Check your stove top, your furnace. It's got an LP furnace. Got a little fold-out table right there so you can have eating service for 2 in the front because you can swivel those front seats around. Dash air is ice cold. Of course, it's a Road Trek, and that's kind of their trademark, 3 skylights in the front. It's a nice little van, folks, especially for this price. I haven't had one for $19.9 in a long time, and I do not get many of these vans at any price. But the fact that it's got a window unit air, I like that, because if that air conditioner ever goes bad, you're talking $200 in a Walmart, you're fixed up. And that 8,000 BTU for this little area is more than enough to keep it cool. I'm comfortable right now. It's 87 degrees right now. And I've had the dash air running for about 20 minutes, and it's nice and comfortable in here. So I can't imagine anybody needing a generator to run that roof air with that dash air putting out so good. But that's your choice, folks. Now, if you want some with a generator, I do have them. They're $10,000 more. And they're really not any nicer than this one, but they do have a generator. So you can kind of weigh it out, which one you're going to use more. Now, me personally, like I've got a big Class A, I couldn't own a Class A without a generator, because you got such a big area to heat and cool, you got to have a generator to do it. But in this little van, that dash air is going to keep it comfortable. You know, you can get away without having a generator in one of these little vans. You couldn't do that with a Class C or a Class A, but you can with these little vans. Folks, this unit's $19.9. That includes the checkout by our certified RV techs that will be completed after purchase. If you want a copy of what all we check out for the price you pay, and repair if needed, of course, give us a call before you bid on eBay. The price is haggle-free with the inspection. The inspection also includes a walkthrough by the RV tech that checked it out, showing you how to operate everything. Also includes 45-day temporary tag. Also includes a starter kit and instructional DVDs and more. All that for $19.9. That's a haggle-free, out-the-door price, folks. There's no extra fees besides sales tax. And the only people that pay sales tax here, of course, is Georgia residents, since we are the oldest licensed, bonded, and insured RV dealer in the state of Georgia. That also makes us an authorized tax collector. So anybody that's a Georgia resident will pay TAVT tax when you buy this RV. If you come from out of state, you'll pay your state's sales tax rate. When you tag and title this little van at your local DMV office, you get a 45-day temp tag and more. That's $19.9. However, if you just want to come get this thing, no checkout, You know, we'll plug it into power so you can go through it yourself if you want to. That way you don't have to wait for the inspection. We will discount the unit what it costs us to pay our RV techs to check this camper van and do an inspection and do a walkthrough when they're done. Of course, you do not get the walkthrough when you do take the as-is discount. So, like I said, we're not just going to give you the keys until you take the good with the bad. We will, if you'll give us 24 hours notice, we will plug it into shore power, let you test drive it too, of course. Plug it into shore power. You can look through the inside, check the fridge, check the air. You can see what works, and you can make you a list if there's anything that doesn't work, and then you can make a decision. Do I want to fix anything that may not work myself and take the discount, or do I want to put it into the back, pay for it, put it in the back, and wait for the inspection? It's completely your choice. But like I said, the as is as is. Not guaranteeing nothing, folks. As is just what it is. As is, not as is except this, this, and this. It's as is, just like we bought it. But like I said, we'll let you plug it into power. You can make your own decision whether you want to take the discount or do you want to go ahead and pay the $19.9 and get the inspection and the walkthrough and all that. But that's strictly your choice, folks. We believe in offering our buyers options, and that's what we do. Obviously, the price is very attractive to you, or you wouldn't be watching this video or reading the ad. This little van is going to be seen by thousands of people in the next 24 hours alone. Hundreds and hundreds of people are going to see this video in the next 24 hours alone. Somebody's going to buy this van. These vans are just right about impossible to find for this price. And especially one that for $19.9 that's checked out, ready to go. So give us a call. You'll be glad you did. 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. No extra fees. You're not going to come up here to buy this thing and get hit with thousands of dollars in dock fees, prep fees, acquisition fees, corporate fees, and everything else like these other dealers charge you, folks. We've been in business for 49 years. We never charge an extra fee. We never will. We sell almost 600 used RVs a year because we've got the lowest prices on the internet. I've got 3 of these vans in stock as of today. That could be changed next week. These vans, folks, I probably got more of just these 3 vans for under $30,000. It's probably more in stock inventory than you're probably going to find in any other dealer in the country right now. But this one's $19.9. It's not going to last. It's going on eBay, RVT, RV Trader. It's going on 20 of the most popular websites for RV sales on the internet. Somebody's going to buy it. Give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. You can visit our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. Now, folks, we do welcome emails. Our email address is sales@parkwayrvcenter.com, but we operate a little different than any other dealer you've been to before. The main difference, and it saves you a lot of money too, is that we don't use commissioned salespeople. This allows you to save money because you're not paying an extra 25% markup on the unit just to cover the salesperson's commission, because that's what most salespeople make, is 25% of the gross profit. Therefore, the dealers have to mark the unit up an additional 25% to cover the commission. My guys are on salary. The downside to that is I can't afford to hire 30 or 40 salespeople that have like other lots our size have. I have 4 salary-based salespeople selling almost 600 used RVs a year. And what I'm getting at, folks, obviously they don't have a lot of time to spend behind a computer reading and writing emails. I do respond to all emails, but keep this in mind, it may be a 24 to 48 hour delay. During that 24 to 48 hour delay, somebody else could have picked up a phone, called, left a deposit. It's their camper van, and you missed out even if you sent the email beforehand. Because if I have to hire, because I pay my salespeople salary, if I have to hire more salespeople, that's more overhead. More overhead means I have to go up on my prices to cover expenses, and nobody benefits from that. So, folks, please call us instead of emailing. I know it's old-fashioned, but it works. You can learn more in a 10-minute phone conversation with my salespeople than you will 2 hours going back and forth writing and reading emails. And it saves my guys time too, and that's the whole object of it, because my guy, you're not the only customer my salespeople are working with. Any given time, they're working between 10 and 12 deals a piece, so they don't have a lot of time to spend writing emails, going back and forth. So that's why I always say call instead of email. It's faster response, it's more efficient for us, and you'll learn more, like I said, in 10 minutes of calling than you will 2 hours of emailing. So call us 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays 423-605-6747. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Just because it's 5 or 6 o'clock here, or just because it's 6 o'clock where you live, doesn't mean it's 6 o'clock here, so keep that in mind. And we're closed Sundays, of course. Folks, we close on the dot, so if you call here at 6:05, you're not going to get an answer. My guys work 60 plus, almost 60 hours a week. I don't ever ask them to stay over late to help a customer, because, you know, I've already got enough of their time. I'm not going to ask them to stay over. They deserve time with their family and away from work just as much as you do. And that's why I never ask my salespeople to stay over late. If you're going to come here and look, you need to get here 2 hours before closing every night, because I've got 170 RVs in stock. You're not going to look at my inventory in 30 minutes and get in your car and leave. You're going to spend hours here. So please get here no later than 2 hours before closing if you want to browse. Now, if you're just coming to look at a particular unit like this van, call ahead, make an appointment with a 24-hour minimum notice. We'll have the unit plugged into power, have the air conditioner on for you, have it cooled off, the fridge cold. You can spend some time in it, looking it over before you make your decision whether you want to buy it. And then it also helps you make your decision if you want to buy it as is or inspected, ready to go. But like I said, give us a minimum 24-hour notice and we'll be happy to do that for you. But like I said, if you just want to come browse, no appointment needed. You can come look. If you have any questions, you know, just come into the sales office, have a seat. Now, my guys, they work pretty much, they're either on the phone or they're on appointments, because most buyers call, leave an appointment, or call, make an appointment for coming to look. So, you know, just treat it like you're going to the doctor's office without an appointment. They're going to get to you, but you may have to wait a few minutes till one of them gets freed up. And, you know, if you don't want to wait, or you want somebody to escort you around the lot, please make a 5-minute phone call. Call ahead, make an appointment, minimum 24 hours before coming down to look. I hate to be that way, folks, but when you've got 4 salespeople instead of 30 or 40, my guys are stretched thin as it is, and it makes it so much less stressful for them, and they can actually spend some time with you without rushing you through the process. But if you just want to come look, I'm the only dealer around that you can come look at over 170 used RVs without somebody escorting you around. And during business hours, of course, they're all open, all unlocked, and all have prices on the windshield, and all those prices are haggle free, folks. I don't, you know, if you want it with the services provided, it's $19.9. I don't care how you're paying for it. I don't care if you're financing it. I don't care if you're paying cash, if you're paying gold, silver, if you're trading. It doesn't matter, folks. The price is $19.9. You know, obviously, we're competing against thousands of other RV dealers on the internet, and if the price wasn't one of the lowest ones out there, if not the lowest one out there, you wouldn't be interested in it to begin with. So that's the price. That way there's no games, gimmicks, or surprises. Haggle free, just like CarMax. Give us a call, drop us an email, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook. You can look up Big Bo on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to my channels. You'll be glad you did. I post videos every day. I don't get many of these vans in, so don't expect to see a lot of them, because I buy every one I can get my hands on. But I maybe get a few of these a year at the most, and I go through hundreds of Class A's and Class C's. I'd say it's about 90 to 100 to one of these. So in other words, I go through about 90 to 100 of the other motorhomes to every one of these Class B's that I can find, because they're so rare, especially in this price range. Now, folks, this is a 98 model. These things are in such high demand that the book value is absolutely worthless on these things. Folks, I'll give double book value all day long retail for these fans if I could find them. I can't even find them for that. So if you're going to finance, the bad thing is if you're going to finance it, you're going to have a pretty good chunk down, maybe 40-50%. So keep that in mind. It's just kind of like a, you know, NADA is a good source, but they're not accurate as far as market value versus book value. Same way with, I've got fifth wheels with a $40,000 book value on them. I've got them for $19.9 and can't sell them because the fifth wheel market's down right now. Again, folks, NADA value and market value are two polar opposites. But the banks, for some reason, or a lot of them are getting away from it, but a lot of them still use NADA, so keep that in mind. You will have to have a good chunk down if you want to finance it. Of course, this thing's priced where a cash buyer could easily justify buying this. Anyway, folks, give us a call, come out, test drive it, come out, check it out. You're going to be impressed. First person that drives this van, that checks it out, is going to buy it. I will promise you that. Neat van, price to sell, very, very well kept. You're going to love it. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.